Many people believe in the modern day that there are shapeshifters wherever we look, and strange lizard people. But do you know those type of movies or cartoon shows where they have a shapeshifter or someone who is trying to impersonate someone else? Well, I'm here to say that is not possible. For someone to shapeshift and believe that no one will recognize him, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Now, you're probably thinking, but that doesn't make any sense. They look like a complete different person. Well, my bewildered friend, it all ties down to energy. You see, there are two things that make up life: matter and energy. You think that you're this body that you're in, but really, you're consciousness, the pure awareness of this life. Now, just saying it doesn't really mean you know who you are already, and I'm not even on that deeper level, but I'm not gonna get off topic here. Basically much, you're not just form. You are pure energy, and you are what is. And if you apply this to shape-shifting, I think you can see where I'm coming from here. You see, there was a quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza that said, when you change your energy, you change your life. And when you change your energy, things start to, change. And when someone's energy changes, they start to behave differently. Now, I'm gonna tell you a story that happened during the Japan tsunami incident. I don't know which one it was, but it was a story told by my mother, and yeah, it's a pretty scary story, pretty strange, bizarre story. So if you want to skip, there's probably going to be a number on the screen, so you can skip there. Basically much, a lot of people died, and some people died very quickly, like when the tsunami came, they just bam, like that. And they didn't really have time to leave this world, like the spirits or whatever you want to call them kind of went in the survivor's soul, like the survivors of the tsunami incident. And there would basically much be two souls in one body. And yeah, it sounds crazy and sounds like a made up story, but I mean, it could have happened. Anyway, then people started realizing something strange in the survivors. They weren't themselves. They were very differently. They were acting strange. They weren't like themselves. So they went to this monk, and this monk had a meditation, and they told things, yada. And the monk said the people who died during that Japan incident, he saw these things, couldn't leave this world in time because it happened very, very quickly, no warning. And they kind of just went into the soul, into the bodies of these survivors. They didn't know what to do. They were kind of stuck or something like that. And then this monk said they can leave this world to the souls, and they are now they don't need to worry about anything. And then the survivors were back to their normal selves. Now, you can believe it or not, it's just a story. I'm just using it as an example for this video. So, yeah. And it's not just one story. Let me tell you another one. So when Jesus died, he was resurrected, but he looked different. When he was walking with two disciples who were still mourning about his death, he was telling them many things about the Bible. Remember, these disciples didn't know it was Jesus. They just thought it was a random man that walked up to them and started walking with them and telling them good stuff about the Bible. And when they sat down for a meal, they started to realize, wait a minute, this guy's Jesus. And yeah, he was Jesus, the one and only, and then he disappeared. And the story continues. The two witnesses that saw Jesus, or this strange different man that was Jesus, told the other disciples, and they were very excited to see him. When he appeared in the locked room, he looked like a completely different person, but they still recognized him. Recognized him. I don't know why that's such a hard word to say. Now, you see where I'm going with this. don't you? It doesn't matter if you can change your shape or form, changing your energy cannot happen in one day or a few seconds, how those cartoon movies do it. And of course Jesus can do it, but he's not going to. Anyway, and let's say you can shapeshift in real life, and you want to pull a prank on your family. Slowly but eventually, they will realize it's you. And that's why shapeshifting to evade or scare people will not work only if the person you're fooling or evading has known you for a while. And that's the conclusion of why shape-shifting won't work. Now, there are some pros and cons to this topic, but I'm pretty sure I explained it well. Now, I'm going to go play the new Mario Kart DLC, Wave 6, that came out just today. And, I mean, I might play it, I just hope I don't have any budget cuts here. And, yeah, I'm going to play with my family, it's going to be a great time, and I hope you have an energized day. See ya!